friends, and welcome to the official last day of Vlogmas. We're just going to take a minute because if you're seeing this on December 24th, it means I uploaded a video every day of Vlogmas. I do not remember the last year that I successfully did that. Now, I will be the first to admit, were they all high quality, awesomely produced vlogs? No, not even a little bit. However, I'm going to take the win because I did the thing I said I was going to do. And that is helping springboard me into my goals, my desire to continue to create content on YouTube with more consistency and all of those things. So we made it to the end of Vlogmas. Congratulations to us. If you are here and you watched all of my Vlogmas videos, comment down below with like a little Christmas emoji or 5, okay? Because I want to know who the diehards in my community are right now. If you made it, congratulations, gold star to you. A couple of things that are happening. First and foremost, I have a complaint that I want to submit to the people who decided Christmas is on December 25th. Because at least as far as I know, like, didn't we decide historically, like, Jesus was not born on December 25th? I don't know, but we decided to do it on December 25th. Whether or not that's true, why are we celebrating this holiday at peak sickness season? Peak sickness season. My husband is sick, and he's on day 4 of a cold that started, as you know, a few days ago with, I think I'm sick. I have a scratchy throat. Well, we have graduated into the post-nasal drip cough scenario, which is just so pleasant, right? So we have that. Not only that, the person we are staying with, our grandmother figure, the significant other of my grandfather who passed away in July, we're staying with her for a few days around Christmas. Apparently she has had a cold forever, so she is sick. And then my sister informed me that my niece, who we are going to see and spend the day with on Christmas, is also sick. Now, as far as we know, everybody just has a cold. My sister even went and checked her for the flu and for COVID and everything because she's like, I don't want to host everybody and she's planning on hosting everybody. She's got all the food, all the desserts, all the everything. So she's validating that it's just a cold, and it is. So, and by Thursday, she should be fine. Because obviously the day you're seeing this is not, in fact, the 24th, right? So awesome. So far, I have managed, knock on wood, I have no wood, I've managed to dodge the sickness so far. However, I have the feeling that my body is not going to be willing to put up this fight for much longer, especially if I'm exposed not only to my husband, who we've been doing a really great job of staying separated, not touching, staying several feet away from each other, social distancing, if you will. That's actually what we've been doing. We've been in the same room, but staying at least 6 feet apart. Not officially 6 feet apart, but like trying to avoid just being close as much as possible, sleeping in separate bedrooms, all of that. And so far, it has treated me well. I'm taking immune supplements. I am taking the Beekeeper's Natural Spray 4 times a day. I am doing everything under my power to be able to do this. Tonight, I am going to provide us with a dinner of, not homemade because I have not figured out how to do that yet, I'm not doing a big grocery trip this week because we're going to be out of town for a few days. So I'm going to go and just get us good old-fashioned, probably has a bunch of extra sodium, which due to our RO water, we probably need the extra sodium right now, like chicken soup for dinner. We're just going to have some nice sickness foods. Even though I'm not sick, I'm treating my body as if I am, with the exception of I will probably go and work out today, just do some strolling on the elliptical to get some movement in because movement is good for the body and because I don't feel bad outside of just some mild PMS symptoms, which that always knocks you out a little bit. And I was sitting there going, am I under the weather? Did I catch the thing? And then I remembered, no, I'm also PMSing and flow is due any day now. So any meh feeling I have can also just be that, really. So I'm in good spirits. I got 8 hours of sleep last night. The sun is out. I'm feeling pretty good. What is on the agenda for today? Well, like I said, I got to go to Target. I also have to pick up a couple gift cards. Got to go to Target for like the final pre-Christmas run and fill in a couple of gaps here. I have to go, shoot, where else did I have to go? I thought I had to go somewhere else. Maybe I don't. Maybe I was thinking about going to Hy-Vee, the other grocery store, if I don't find what I want at our local Target. Our closer Target is now no longer a super Target. I can drive the extra 7 minutes to get to our old super Target. That's not a big deal. But if I don't have to, I won't. And I don't think I'm going to have to until afterwards. Stay tuned for, I'm going to have like the epic house restock, because I haven't done a genuine restock of our home in weeks. Weeks, I'm telling you. And by weeks, I mean probably over a month. And so when we return from holiday travel, I'm going to have to go to Costco and Sam's and do like a genuine Target run and all of that, and like get everything restocked in our house. So that's going to be fun. And I'm also realizing I unfortunately have not made it to Trader Joe's at all this holiday season. And I don't think going today is really going to be worth my time. So that means that I think I've missed all of the holiday stuff this year. And it kind of makes me sad. It kind of makes me sad. No, that doesn't make sense either. I was going to say there's a Trader Joe's near my grandmother's house. Over by Marilyn's house. Marilyn's not my biological grandmother, but she's the last grandparent I have left. Now that all of my bio grandparents have passed away. Like I said, she was my grandfather's significant other for they started dating Christmas of 2010, just about a year after my grandma died. 2010 to 2020, Christmas 2025, so almost 15 years. And I've known her my entire life. So I call her my grandmother. So from this point forward, when I talk about my grandmother, I mean Marilyn, unless I specifically say my other grandmother. But if I say I'm going to see my grandmother, it's Marilyn. There's a Trader Joe's near her house-ish. Maybe depending on what time we get in on the 24th, I will. Anyway, now I'm just brainstorming. So, what else needs to happen today? I need to continue my goal setting process. I talked to you yesterday about the beginning process of my goal setting process and how well it was going and how utilizing ChatGPT was actually a really great thing. I need to finish this. And my husband actually said to me last night, hey, you know what we haven't done and really did a good job of is setting goals. We should set some goals. And I was like, yes, I absolutely agree with you. We should set some goals. So we're going to do that. I don't know if we're going to do it today or maybe in the 6-hour car ride that we have coming up, but we're going to set some goals, and that's going to be lovely. So I need to set some goals. I need to set up my planners. I just need to do that kind of stuff. I do have a coaching call at noon because we just haven't been able to, this client and I haven't been able to set a time to meet up, and I'm her accountability coach. That is what I am here for her. So we set up action plans and to-dos, and she checks in with me to make sure she's doing the things, and we have to just sit down and talk about what the goals are and how we're going to achieve them. So we have that. And then another thing I have to do, I have a PSA about these right here. These glaze strips that were the things that I used the UV light that I had for. Crap. They did. I don't know if you noticed. Did anybody actually notice in vlogs past, I started missing them. And slowly but surely over a period of 2 days, half of them came off. I reapplied one to this finger 3 times. My fingers just don't like those. So I have these. These are old sets. And I'm going to figure out how to piece together a Christmas manicure with these so I have Christmas nails on this week, because this is ridiculous. If there's one thing I used to be really good, that needs to be part of my goals, is to get back into stuff like making sure my nails are always done. I need to start doing that. So there's that. I need to goal set. I need to work out. I need to go to Target. I need to provide nourishment for my husband. And other than that, just have a pleasant Monday. Oh, and we need to think about packing. Yeah. Luckily, we're literally only going to be gone for 3 days. So it's not, the packing thing is not a hard thing. Our travel plan is arrive on the 24th. And that's when we leave. We leave this house on the 24th. We do Christmas. We do the day after Christmas. And we're probably coming back the 27th. It is the quickest trip. Because there's just, I'm trying to decide if the streets are covered in ice. They look wet. But also, it's 34 degrees, so is it just wet and not icy? This is why I haven't gone to Target yet, because I'm trying to let it get hot enough before I leave, so parking lots and everything are dry. So it's the quickest trip ever. And when we're going and we're chilling, jeans and probably this sweatshirt, or some semblance of one of my sweatshirts that you've seen all holiday season long, is going to be my uniform for both days. On the 26th, I'm just hanging out with my mom, and we haven't figured out what we're even doing yet. So it's the most low-key, Do I even need to bring makeup trip ever? Which I love. I love that it's just like throw some things in the car and go. It's so easy. Just make sure we have the presents. So packing is so not on my mind. Anyway, I'm really good at rambling at you guys. Really good. I just love talking to you. I love talking to you. So welcome to Vlogmas, the final day. I'm so glad you're here. Cheers. Let's go have a Monday. Okay. Yes, I've changed. Don't judge me. I'm on an adventure that has the potential to be a pretty epic failure. But I'm very excited about it, as I hope you are as well. We're going to Trader Joe's. I have not gone to Trader Joe's since we've moved, my friends. And even my husband was like, I'm going because there's something he requested for part of his birthday dinner. Then I was like, well, I can make it cheaper than we can buy it from the sushi place that we're going to order from. And so I was like, but I have to go to Trader Joe's to get the ones you like. And he goes, oh, my seasonal beer. Like, I was like, I haven't done a single Christmas Trader Joe's adventure. Not a one. I have 0 Trader Joe's Christmas things in my house, which is a travesty. Now, given the date, will I be able to obtain any Trader Joe's Christmas things? I have no idea, but I'm being sent with a list of a few things that we actually need. I need to stock up on like our different flavored gnocchis and stuff. We really, really love those. And I need to see if they have the annual beer that like the vintage ale. My husband has me buy 2 every year. And, I just haven't this year. So there might be a gap in his collection. And then, so I have to try and get that. And then I'm hoping to just like get like almond kringle, jingle jangle, the gingerbread men that I love so much. And all that seasonal stuff, whew, gone, done, did not do. So we're off to TJ's. Fingers crossed, my friends. Why, yes, I'm still in my car. That was truly an abysmal trip to Trader Joe's. Not that I didn't spend just under $100, spent $97. But in terms of the Christmas things that I was able to find, and I'll do a haul when I get home, none of the cookies I wanted were there. Like the dark chocolate stars, the gingerbread mint, none of it. I could not find any spreadable unexpected cheddar cheese. I was really kind of hoping to find like there was one that's like cranberry and cinnamon. It sounded amazing. And I wanted to use it specifically with this like spicy fig spread that I have that we don't do really spicy, but it's really good on a cracker with like some creamy cheese underneath. It's incredible. So I wanted to get like a good seasonal creamy cheese, and I thought like the cranberry and fig would play, or the cranberry and cinnamon would play well with the fig. Anyway, it doesn't matter because can't have it, can't find it. So the only festive thing I got was ginger snaps. They're not even festive. They have ginger snaps like all the time. And I also found my almond kringle. So at least I got my almond kringle, but like it ended up just being a restock, which is fine. I got some tuna. I'll show you everything I got, but like there was nothing festive. And I was like, I deserved this. It's my own dang fault. It is my own dang fault for not going to Trader Joe's sooner. Currently, you might be wondering where I am, because am I in a parking lot? No, I'm not in a parking lot. I'm actually in line to get my car washed because we're not having any precipitation for a few days, but we've had so much that my car is covered in salt. And I know, like, I would just leave it, but the backup camera is all messy, and yes, I could just wipe that off. That's not a big deal. But like, as I've been loading stuff in my car the past few days, doing errands or whatever I've been doing, every time I see my car, I'm like, ooh, like it's really full of salt. And like, as you can tell, like the sun is out today. It's a beautiful day outside. So I'm gonna get my car washed. I paid for the top tier, the elite car wash. And I'm gonna get my car washed simply because Hy-Vee has a car wash. What doesn't Hy-Vee have? It has its own gas station. It has a Starbucks at the gas station and in the building. It has an entire market grill. It has everything. This place is incredible. And it has a car wash. And so I was driving by, and it's not like one car wash like the gas station I normally get my car washed at. There's 4 lines here. And everybody agrees with me because I've been in this line for at least 10 minutes. Everyone's getting their car washed today because it's the perfect day to get the salt off your car and refresh it for, the next time it snows and you get your car covered in salt again, because Minnesota.
The snow is falling down. I've been longing for this Christmas when everyone's around to share this holiday. Yes, it's a time of happiness, a time of joy, but now this year is twice as special, 'cause I'm hoping for us to fall in love in this winter wonderland. Chilling by the fire as I'm trying to get your attention, giving you a smile, I can't seem to look away. I might be crazy, but I think you feel it too, like a vibration right between us with a beautiful tune.
Alright, so I thought I would share with you, like I said, what I got. I didn't even lay it out. We're just going to pull it out and go. So, again, it was a very disappointing holiday haul, but I did restock the essentials. One of the holiday things, it's not technically holiday, okay? It's not. It just happens to be the flavor that Trader Joe's stocks during holiday from OH Bakery in Racine, Wisconsin. In my opinion, the superior Kringle to any other Kringle that ever Kringled, the brand. And this is the almond Kringle. Now, I recently, friends of mine went to the bakery in Racine and brought me back a turtle Kringle, and it was chocolate icing and stuff on it. Incredible. By far the greatest Kringle I've ever had. But this one is a close second for me. It's very, very good. If you like almond flavored things, you will love this. Must get, and it's really not at all expensive compared to what you can pay. If you order them online, it's like $24. If you get them here, there's not even a price tag on it. I think they're like $8 or $9. Like a steal. Absolutely a steal. We got Parmesan cheese because Kraft too. After you have this, you will never eat Kraft grated cheese ever again. Got their last packet of protein pancakes. Never in my life have I seen Trader Joe's workers working so frantically to keep empty shelves stocked. It was wild, especially the cheese section. I got, for a future meal in the new year, or maybe next week, I don't know, we have this amazing recipe for ahi tuna steak sandwiches that have like grape and onion jam, and they're pistachio oregano crusted. Amazing. Amazing. So we got some ahi tuna steaks. Do you need something?
Did they have my beer?
No. So I asked about your beer. We haven't had that beer in like a month and a half. It launched early this year. So apparently I needed to look for it at the beginning of November.
Remember we went there and I asked and they didn't have it yet. And they couldn't tell
The year
me when.
before?
No. When we went to Trader Joe's when we were buying our house.
Oh.
And they're like, yeah, we haven't heard anything. We don't know when it's coming.
Yeah, it must have launched like 4 weeks later. Wild. Yeah, I didn't stand a chance. There was no sign of it. I did do a gnocchi restock. This one, I was rummaging. These were buried. I grabbed 2, and then the woman behind me goes, what were you just digging for? Because apparently I need to have it. And so I told her, and so she has this in her cart now because of me. I hope you enjoy it, lady at Trader Joe's. Sweet potato gnocchi with butter and sage. Amazing side dish, especially if you're making like a bougie or meat dish, like a nice pork tenderloin or a steak or something. Oh, so good. So good that I bought 2. Then we have our mainstay, gorgonzola gnocchi. Again, an amazing side dish to your otherwise really lean meal. So good I bought 2. The whole thing that sent me to Trader Joe's today, the gyoza, also known as pot stickers. I got chicken and pork. I got the last pork one, so this is apparently a hot commodity too. I don't know. And I bought 3 of the reduced guilt mac and cheese just because this is a dish that I always like to have in my fridge or freezer. And I haven't for a very, very long time. We'll rotate you rather than move the pile. Again, more just restock items. I needed more soy sauce because I always like to have this reduced sodium soy sauce on hand. This is by far, in my opinion, the most flavorful reduced sodium soy sauce I have ever had. I have purchased some from like Target, like the Market Pantry brand, and it tasted like watered down soy sauce instead of just less sodium soy sauce. So this still packs the flavor punch, but with less sodium. did want to get my grandmother figure something for Christmas. She doesn't want anything, but I just want to get her a little something. So, and I knew I wanted to get her like a nice hand cream or something. Wouldn't you know, when I went to Target, I couldn't find anything. I had an Ulta at Target. And then I went to my Kohl's, which has a Sephora in it, like a fully functioning Sephora. And I couldn't find anything there either. I was like, I just want something very plain, just a good moisturizer. So I got a Trader Joe's luxury hand cream and then this Trader Joe's lip balms. I hope she likes them. Brown sugar and vanilla mint. Like, I feel like those are pretty benign flavors, right? So I just wanted to be able to give her a little something. Here is the most holiday thing in my haul. And again, it's not even holidays. It's just their triple ginger snaps. They're good. They're nice to have around. And then I got some pita crackers because we needed some crackers to use spreadable cheese on. As I was talking about earlier with the chili fig spread, this is what I bought them for. But of course I couldn't find a creamy cheese to actually put on before them. So they're just gonna have to wait until I find something to spread on them. They didn't have any Christmas stuff, but for some reason unknown to me, they still had my cranberry pumpkin crisp things, which are amazing with a goat cheese spread on them. Amazing with a goat cheese spread. And the last thing I grabbed, because it was there, the Dubai chocolate bar. This is one of the least expensive Dubai chocolate bars you're ever gonna find. It was like $4 instead of like, $12 that people pay for all the Dubai chocolate stuff. $4. It's dark chocolate, so I am bummed about that. Although that means does it not provide any fiber? You can't actually tell because there's a sticker over the label where the fiber would be. Sugar. I'm assuming that 2% means there is fiber in there. So a gram or two maybe. So I got the Dubai chocolate bar. Hooray. And that, my friends, is my Trader Joe's haul for the winter, for the Christmas season, without a single Christmas thing in it. Next year I'm gonna have to go at the end of November. I'm just gonna have to suck it up and do it because it's a bummer, really. So an Amazon purchase that just came in that came in a few days ago and I finally used it. I got myself a micro stitch gun, which is amazing. Now, it's giving me flashbacks to when I used to work at Kohl's, honestly, because when I was in customer service, if I wasn't helping customers, I would actually be backstage. Tell me you're a theater kid without telling me you're a theater kid. In the back, re-tagging things. So I have experience using these guns a decade ago. But a lot of people have been using them to hold garments in place and things like that. Some people have even used them to temporarily hem their clothes. I'm going to check a theory. Okay, if I stick it through here like that, are you going to see that? No, it doesn't look like you will. Interesting. Okay, cool. But what I actually use this for, so for those of you who don't know, it's this little gun here, and it's got this little needle that threads these teeny tiny plastics. Can you see? Will it focus? These teeny tiny little plastic guys through. So what it doesn't do, and I don't know if there's one that's actually better. This was like $20 on Amazon. And it comes with a bunch of different needles. They're all the same needle, just replacement needles. And it comes with a bunch of sections of tags, little taggies, clear or white, I guess, clear and black. What I really needed it for, the reason I finally bought it, is I needed to fix my leg braces. And I looked online and I was like, how much does a new strap for this cost? And it's like $78. Or I could drive up to Maple Grove and see if my insurance will cover it. And I was like, I don't need that. This was just coming off. So now, I don't know if you can tell. Nobody's going to be able to tell. No one's going to be looking that close. But I have like 5 stitches in here now. And this part that was hanging on by a thread is now completely solid. And bonus, I also... Which way did I do that? Oh, I did do it this way. In order to prevent it from falling down, I have noticed that if I wear these, they'll start to, I don't know if it's the shape of my calves or whatever, it'll start to like slip down. So all of a sudden my strap will be, let me put this down a little bit. So my strap, instead of being like this, will end up like this or something really funky. And I don't like that. So what I have been doing is I've been weirdly folding Velcro to give it an extra. The only Velcro that it has is this piece here that wraps all the way around to, you know, whatever width your calf is, or your leg. And that wasn't enough. So I wanted extra reinforcements to put some Velcro here and here. And so on both of them now, I stitched gun pieces of Velcro to the brace strap. So now it sticks there too, and it will hold it up a whole lot better. So not just used for clothes, but I should probably cover this before I poke my eye out. That is literally the last thing we need this holiday season. So let's just go right ahead and put that safety on there. It is attached. It is expected that you use the safety. I kind of love that. And then the real question is, how do I get these guys out? Oh, like that. That's how I get them out. Okay, great. So now it's empty and I can use whatever color I want, but not just for clothes, my friends. It can be used for very practical purposes such as that, as long as the needle goes through the fabrics or that you want to stitch. And it's just pew pew, easy for me to use. I can squeeze it with one hand, which tells you how easy the trigger is. So I'll link this below if anyone is in the market for a pink. Did I buy a pink on purpose? No, it just happened to be pink. Stitch gun. That's great. Works. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. Oh, my friends, the lighting is so harsh in here in the evenings. Are you trying to get in here, little doggy? Hold on. Okay, I'll let you in. Here you go. Come on in. All right. You happy now? I don't think that's what you wanted. Now you're stuck here. Congratulations, now you're stuck in here. Let's try again. Hello, happy evening time. And this is where, my friends, I leave you for Vlogmas. And I just wanted to tell you that if you made it this far, thank you. If you watched all of these videos, thank you. This was truly, it was a challenge. Boy, was it a challenge. And is it work that, like, every video was up to the caliber that I would have desired? No, not at all. But in the season of life that I'm in and the languishing rut that I'm trying to get myself out of, am I proud of the fact that I showed up and did it every day? You better believe I am. And that is the most important part, because I showed up and I proved to myself that I could do it. And it helps me to have the momentum to go into the new year ready to go. Like, I'm already fired up for, okay, if we're not doing something nearly as extreme as this video every single day of my life, and that was very time consuming and didn't allow me to do much else in life, but I'm not doing nothing, which allows me to do everything in life, but nothing in the YouTube channel space that I want to do. Now I get to find the happy medium between the two. And I'm very excited about that. So here is what I would love from you, my friend. If at all possible, if you are somebody, whether you have been here with me for 12 years, which, yes, that is how old my channel is, 12 years old, through the ups and the downs and the different weight loss plans and the weight loss and the weight gain and all of the things, and this new journey back down, or if you are brand new. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. If you are brand new to this channel and you found me through Vlogmas, regardless, I'm so glad you're here. And I would love for you to tell me what you would like to see from me in the new year. Is there a topic? Is there a video title? Is there a generality? What kind of things would you like to see from me as I strive? One of my goals in this right here, all of my goals for the year are written down right there. Right there. You can't quite make them out, but they're all there. What would you like to see from me? I would love to know. Leave me a comment. Send me a DM. I'm in Diva and the Divine. I cannot talk anymore. Whew. That late luteal phase is coming in hot. Diva and the Divine all across the internet, and divaandthedivine@gmail.com. Okay? If you don't want to leave a comment down below. But thank you. I would love to hear from you. And I want to show up in 2026 the best as I can for you and for myself. And I feel like I'm well on my way, and I'm so excited about that. So once again, I can't say it enough. Thank you for being here for Vlogmas, and I will see you in my next video.